never had. Thoughts that control me until something bad.
Hey y'all, back with another video. If you notice I have the same shirt on, it's because I'm doing 2 videos in one day. I don't know why I'm so out of breath. But today's video is a story time. I am completely doing this story time from the dome. This brain of mine, mommy brain, whatever you can say. This story might sound all over the place, but I got the idea to do this story time because I really didn't know y'all what I was gonna talk about. But so a little backstory. I was on my phone and my son has Facebook Messenger Kids, and whenever, that's the only reason I get on Facebook, because we call each other on there. So I just so happened to get on there because I was about to call him and I saw a certain person was active. Mind you, I haven't talked to this person, seen this person in over some years, but I thought they was a good person to do a story time on because I went on a date with this person. So I was like, this is a good story time. So yeah. So let's just get into the story so y'all know that's how I came about doing the story time, because I really didn't know what I was gonna do with them. Anyway, so this is like over 10 years ago. I can't pinpoint when, but I remember I was with my dad, and I don't know if we just came from a trip or somewhere. It was late and I was asleep in the back seat, and we stopped at a gas station, and I just remember him going to the store, and then I just woke up and went to the store because I wanted something. Like I said, I was asleep, half asleep. I just remember I just wanted to get something or tell him to get something for me, and then I was gonna go back to the car. Somebody had caught my attention in the dining area, and it was this boy. Like I said, I was half asleep. I wasn't really paying no attention. I was just being nice. And he was just like, hey, I really don't remember what the boy said. It was along the lines of, I think you cute or whatever. Can I get your number? And I was just like, yeah, whatever. I didn't really care. I didn't really expect to talk to the boy. I just gave my number, whatever. So I gave my number. But this is where I need y'all to keep in mind. This boy was dark skinned, and he had a little fro, I guess. Not how the boys have their fros today, but it was like a little, it was tamed, it was nice. It wasn't all wild and bushy like they be having it now or whatever. But yeah, he was on the darker complexion side. I do remember that. This is why this is important. So, I gave him my number, and we only text either that night or the next day, and it was like 4 messages: him, me, and then maybe him. It was something like that, and that was it. We did not talk anymore because, like I said, I didn't plan on talking to him, whatever. So, this is where it gets blurry, because this is you trying to remember. So some time goes by, and I want to say maybe like 2 weeks or so. I don't know, I think it was that number called me, and I was like, hello. Because I didn't remember, I didn't save his number in my phone, so I didn't know who was calling me. And I'm like, I don't give my number out to too many people, so, I'm thinking it might be somebody I know. So I'm like, hello, whatever. And, he introduces himself as the boy at the gas station. So I'm like, okay. And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And, we just kind of talked a little bit, and then he asked to take me out or whatever. And I was just like, okay, whatever, sure. And like, I forgot when we scheduled to go out on this date. But like, up until the date, we text or whatever. It was cool, whatever. So I'm gonna skip all this, and we're gonna get to the date. So we get to the date, And you know, this dude pulls up in this little red car or whatever. And I walk to the car, and the dude that's in the car is like this lighter brown complexion with hazel eyes. Like the dude, and his hair was a little bit longer, like kind of his afro wasn't tamed. It was more kind of wild and out there. So I sit in the car with him, and I'm like, now, mind you, I forgot the dude's name the night that I gave him my number. I don't remember his name. So it's a lot of with me too, like, you know, I wasn't paying attention. I don't remember the dude's name. And then when the dude called me saying he was so-and-so, you know, I didn't, because he referenced it as the boy from the gas station. So like I said, I don't remember the guy's name when he introduced himself that night. So I'm just going off with the boy from the phone saying like, oh yeah, I'm the dude from the gas station that gave you my number, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. So I get in the car with the dude, and he looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, I don't know who this nigga is. Like, this ain't the nigga from the gas station. So I was just like, I said, you don't look like the guy from that night or whatever. And he was just like, what you talking about? And I was like, no, I was like, I know I was half asleep, but you don't look like him. Like, I would have remembered you. Like, I would have remembered you. And he was just like so adamant, like, no, that was me. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. So this dude, I don't know, I guess he worked in some type of plan, or I don't know where he worked, but he had his tags on his on the little mirror, and his name, I'm looking at his name, I'm looking at his pictures, and I'm like the whole time I'm like, man, like, you do not look like the dude from the gas station. Like, I was like, no, I don't remember you looking like this. But you know, whatever. I was like, main reason I just decided to go, because like, this is me sitting in the car before we even drove off, because we talked a little bit, and I was just like, but like, he was younger than me, not rocking the cradle younger, but he was younger than me. So I was like, man, this little boy go do nothing. So I was just like, I'll just go in a little day, because we was going to Bass Pro Shop, and that was in Denham Springs. So I was like, you know, that's why I wasn't really too like first he was younger than me. I'm like, he was a little skinny thing. Like, I could take him if I had to, but I was just like, you know, I'm gonna just see what the day hitting for. Like, I'm just not tripping on it. But like, y'all, the whole time he trying to talk to me, I'm just in my head like, man, this don't look like the boy, because that boy was a darker complexion. Like, I can vaguely remember what he looked like, but it was not the dude I was on a date with. So, you know, we talking whatever, and he just talking and whatever, and I'm just in the back of my head, I'm like, I know this is not the boy from the gas station. So so y'all, we talk whatever, we get to Bass Pro Shop, and like, mind y'all, this boy, he just so excited, he just so like, you know, to just be on this date. And I'm just like, we get to Bass Pro Shop, and we get inside, and I said it again. I said, you're not the boy from the gas station. And he was just like, I don't know why you keep talking about that. Da, da, da. Like, I was just so adamant. And he just went on talking about whatever. And like, it was a little wait. So we were just sitting there. And I said it again. I said, you is not the boy from the gas station. I kept saying, you look different. You look different. I'm like, I don't remember you looking like this. That's what I was saying. I think I kept saying that. I'm like, you look different. And then finally, because I just not would let it go, I just kept saying, you look different. You do not look like the boy. Like, I just, like, I kept feeling like I was crazy. And I was telling him, I'm like, I know I was half asleep, but I just feel like you was not that boy. Like, I just said, you look so different. And then, because I would not let it go, he finally was like, okay, I'm going to tell you. He was like, that was my cousin. He was like, because supposedly, which that night, like I said, I was half asleep. There was two other people at the table, but I do not remember him, and I don't remember the other person he said was at the table. But I do remember it was like a girl and a boy. But anyway, he was like, yeah, me and my cousin was trying to teach him how to get girls, or you know, trying to help his game or whatever the excuse was. But he said when I walked away, he was like, man, he was like, I should have got your number because I was more into you or whatever. So I was just like, yo, and I said that blew me, because you could have just told me that from the junk, had me feeling like I was going crazy, like I'm like insane, like, and that just blew me. So I was just like, y'all was so ready to be over with the date. But I mean, I just went through with the date or whatever, but like, he just don't know how much that blew me. So basically, the boy I went on a date with was his cousin, and like I said, me and the cousin only text back and forth that same day, and it was like I said, 1 2 3 4 5, and that was it. So we didn't get to know each other. We didn't talk. It wasn't really nothing. So it wasn't a big deal. But it was just the fact that you was trying to impersonate your cousin and make me think I was crazy. That was the big deal for me. But yeah, so we finally sat, we ate or whatever, and then, you know, like, this boy was just so, I don't know, like, I wasn't really doing anything. I wasn't really, like, you know, giving, you know, like when you're on a date with somebody and you just giving it your all, and not even your all, but you just really feeling it. I wasn't really feeling it. And I was just like, I mean, he was cool or whatever, but it wasn't like, you know, like, I don't know. So we leave or whatever, and you know, he want to hold hands and walk me to the car or whatever, and I was just like, yeah. And then we ended up going to the mall, and we went to Mitchie's and got some ice cream or whatever. And y'all, like, when we was walking back, I forgot where we was going, but like, you know, he kind of like spun me, like we were walking. I think I was walking in front of him. He grabbed my hand and spun me. He gave me a kiss or whatever, and I was just like, oh my god. Like, the first thing I thought in my head was like, this boy's kissing me. But yeah, I was just like, whatever. I let him have his little kiss. And then from there, I don't remember the rest of the day. So I'm just saying I went home. He brought me home or whatever. So from there, like, we would text here and there. He would call or whatever, but like I said, I just wasn't really feeling it or whatever. So it ended up dying down, and that's basically the end of that date. But I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit. So haven't spoke to him in some time. Like, this years has passed by. I am pregnant at the time, and I was working at a racetrack. So I'm pregnant, right? And we was stupid busy that night. So line is out the door, like, busy. 2 registers open. And like, the way the racetrack I was, the platform was elevated a little bit, and then the customers was like in front. So like, I'm checking out, the registers in front of me, and then like the customers in front of me. So like, I saw him come in through the door or whatever, and you know, he was like, hey, you know, all the way from the back of the store, he was speaking to me like, hey, da 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 da. So like, as he's approaching and getting closer to checking out, I guess he sees my pregnant belly. And oh my God, it was so embarrassing. He was like, oh no, he was like, you pregnant? He was like, who didn't got my girl or whatever? And I was just like, mind you, I haven't talked to this boy, I haven't seen this boy in some time. And he was just like in his feelings, like, man, like, who them, you know, like, that's supposed to be my baby. That's what he was saying in the story. Like, that's supposed to be my baby. Like, he wanted to know who got me pregnant. And I was just like, boy, like, what is your problem? Like, I haven't seen you, I haven't talked to you in years. Like, what is your deal? Like, I was so embarrassed, like, ooh, y'all just don't know. And then when he finally got into my line, he was just like, man, he was like, you look good. I haven't seen you in forever. But he was like, you know, that's supposed to be my baby, and da 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 and da da da. And I was just like, I'm just like checking him out, like, what you need, what, because I'm like, mind you, it's still busy, still got a line, and he just talking my head off. And then, yeah, but that was the last time I ever saw him was after that. And I was, but yeah. But yeah, that's my little story time. I went on a date with a boy who catfished me. And turns out I was right all along because I knew I wasn't crazy. But yeah, that's my little story time. It's crazy. It's old, but I thought it was funny to share. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed and tune back for another video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Really bad because I had given it to so many people. Hi. Hey y'all. Okay. So this week, let's see. First, pull it back up. Okay, that's better. So first off, I just want to say thank you guys for being on this journey with us. I also just want to say thank you to Ariana again for challenging and pushing us to really do this and really make this like a thing. Like, I have really enjoyed this. So yeah, if y'all have not already, make sure you like our videos, subscribe to our channel, share it, tell a friend to tell a friend, and to tell their mama. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all story time. Now, honestly and truly, it was hard for me to come up with a story to tell y'all because I didn't know what I wanted to share with you guys. But lately, I'll preface my story with this. Lately, I have been in a season of stillness. I have been in a season of kind of like isolation, just trying to gather my thoughts, just trying to redefine my voice, refigure out, okay, what is it that this Adrienne needs in this season of her life? Because I am really big on knowing that there are different phases of our lives, there are different seasons of our lives, and our needs and our wants change based on where we are. So I've been in the season of just trying to figure out, okay, what is it that I want? What is it that I need? What is it that I don't want and I don't need? And just trying to find my voice again. And it has kind of been hard. Please don't do that. It has kind of been hard for me to find my voice again because if you guys listen to my podcast, I recently spoke on my podcast about just like how when I was younger, like I was always outspoken. It was easy for me to like just talk to people and like, I don't know, it was like a whole thing. If you don't listen to my podcast, you're missing out. Go listen. The Living Room Podcast with Adrienne on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere else. But I was talking about like just that in general. So the story time that I'm actually going to share with you guys is actually kind of funny now, and it's ironic that I happen to think about this, because it just kind of puts everything at a whole for me. It puts everything into perspective for me. So I'm gonna take y'all back. It is 2012. It's either 2012 or 2011. I had just started high school. I remember it was my freshman year, but I can't remember if it was the fall or the spring. So I don't know if it was 2011 or 2012. But anyways, it was one of them years. And okay. I love music. Okay, I love music. I love listening to music. I love all kinds of music. Like, I just love music. And I love to sing. Okay, now here's the thing. I said I love to sing. I didn't say I was good at singing. Okay. So it's freshman year, and I'm just like, I like to sing. I love music. So I create a YouTube channel. And if it wasn't for the fact that I have deleted every video that was on Beyonce's internet, I would literally insert a clip. I'm gonna actually go see if maybe it's something in the archives that I can find. I'm gonna look for y'all, but I really think I've deleted everything. But anyways, so I created a YouTube channel, and I'm like, you know what? I'ma sing, like, cause what? Cause I sound good in the shower, okay? Car karaoke with me is chef's kiss, top notch. Like, it's all of that. Child. Okay. So I make my YouTube channel. I'm happy. I'm excited. I am amped up, honey. Like, it's there. I'm making my videos. Like, I'm being consistent. I'm doing all the things. And I'm like, okay, whatever. My friend group at the time was very small. I was a freshman in high school, and all of my friends that I went to junior high with, none of them came to high school with me. I knew a few people, but not a lot of people. So I was like, you know what? The best thing for me to do is just like write my YouTube channel down, like my YouTube channel's name down, and I'm gonna just pass it out to people or whatever. Child, I think I even went so much as typing it, printing it out, cutting it. Like, I think I did a lot. So I did that. I'm passing it out to people because I'm just like, so excited, right? Like, I'm just so excited. I'm so happy because it's like, I like music. I love music. I love to sing. Like, I'm gonna put myself out there. I'm gonna do it. Y'all, when I tell y'all, they talked about me so bad. Like, they talked about me so bad, y'all. And it lasted for a while. Like, I think it lasted definitely the rest of freshman year, all of freshman year, and like up until sophomore, junior year. Like, people, like, and it wasn't like a constant everyday people talking about it. It was like they definitely talked about it all of freshman year, and then it would come up at times sophomore, junior year. Like, I think the shit was put to bed when I was a senior. I think that's when it was because by then I like made my turf. Like, I was known for other stuff. Like, it was beyond that. But definitely starting off, it was like, that's that bitch who thinks she know how to sing. Y'all, it was so bad. But it was so crazy because I was so confident about it. Like, you couldn't tell me I couldn't sing. Like, you couldn't tell me it was bad. But what I learned is, the friends that were my friends then, they wasn't really my friends, because why they didn't tell me, like, don't post this, don't give this to people. I wonder if I ever shared that with Ariana. I don't know if I ever did. I was so embarrassed. I probably never mentioned it to her. I don't know. But moral of the story is, I can't sing. Well, I feel like over the years my voice has gotten a little better. So I might be able to do a little 1-2. And now they got AI. So AI can pick up where I fall short now. But y'all, it was really bad because I had given it to so many people. Like, people who I didn't even talk to. Like, I had passed those freaking papers out to, passed those things out to. I'm sorry, I just had to think about like how crazy that was to me. But the reason I say it came full circle is because I was able to be reminded of just how confident I was, how fearless I was then. Like, I didn't care. Like, when I did it, it was like I just did it. I did it because it made me happy. I gave those papers out to people so they can go watch me because it made me happy. I was brave, like, I was courageous, I was fearless. I didn't really care what people thought. And it just got me to thinking, like, how now we do live in a society where you have to be super, super conscious and super, super aware. And it's like, you're making sure you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's all the right way. And it's just like, for what? Because we're worried about what people are going to say. We're worried about what people are going to think about us. But I think we should normalize just not caring anymore. And that's what I'm going to do. That is literally what I'm about to start back doing. I'm about to start back normalizing not caring what nobody say about me, doing what makes me happy, and just letting the rest be the rest. But yeah, I'll never forget that I will literally never ever forget that. And I am really gonna do my best to try and find a video of me freshman year trying to sing. Like, y'all, it was so crazy because it was back in the day this was like back in the days when you would get famous off of YouTube for singing. Like, everybody was blowing up. This was like the Dondria era. Like, I can't remember what other YouTubers I was watching at the time that were for singing. But definitely during the Dondria era. And then there were like other people. Like, this was when doing covers on YouTube was like super popular. I don't think people do covers anymore. Do people still do covers? I'm about to Google it. I'm gonna YouTube it. Like, cover of this song. Like, this was during that era. So it was like in my head, I'm like, I just gotta do the right cover to the right song and I'm gonna be famous. Not. I was famous all right. And I will never forget how like devastated I felt after. And I think it kind of took a little bit out of me as far as like my my ughness. Like, I don't know, I feel like it kind of dampened my spirit a little bit, but I'm gonna get it back. She's coming back. Okay, she's coming back. But yep, that's the story time. I bet y'all thought y'all was gonna get in my business for real. Not here. We ain't doing that. But yeah, anywho, so the takeaway from this is, first of all, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Go listen to the Living Room Podcast with Adrienne. Always be yourself and don't let nobody change your goals. Until next time, bye.